What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Brave Angler. Today we have another gear review, and we are going to be reviewing the Spin Finesse system from KastKing. This is the Kestrel Spin Finesse system. You got a 1000 size reel, and this rod in particular, they have a few different models, but this one in particular is the 6/8 ultra light extra fast tip rod. It is a 3-piece rod, so if you guys need a travel rod or you're on kayaks and you just need something that can break down for storage, I've been using it to just keep in my car. So if I see a spot on the side of the road and I want to fish it right quick, see if it's worth bringing my boat out, I can. And I mean, the drag on this is super articulatable. I haven't had any issues. This is typically used for more like bait finesse kind of stuff. Not really my style of fishing, but as you guys know, Caroline is the queen of finesse with her drop shots and her small little baits. But I've had absolutely no issues with it. We caught a few fish on it. It got the job done. If you are a pan or crappie fisherman, this is definitely going to be a good option for you. For me, it's a little too light for the style of fishing I do and just the style of fishing we have in Florida here in general. But if you're into pan fishing, it's absolutely perfect. Or any small bait applications. Now, one thing I would say that I really love about this setup is actually just the rod seat hardware. I personally like very compact kind of grips and that kind of stuff. It's just a personal preference for me, and the reason that is because I have a very large hand. So like having too much, it makes it like awkward of where I'm supposed to hold it. This, like, it fits perfectly in my hand, and I don't have to, like the ones with the long handles up here, I'm not doing this kind of thing. I'm not, there's nothing up here. I'm not doing this kind of thing. It just fits perfectly like in the middle of my hand. And that is what I love most about this rod. The reel, even though it's a 1000 size reel, you still get quite a bit of casting distance with it. And the sensitivity of the overall system is absolutely amazing. Even with the 3/32 drop shot weight, you can feel everything on the bottom. This rod can handle 1/16 to a 5/16 ounce weight. So you do have a little bit of flexibility, even though it's such a light rod. As for the reel, it is a super lightweight carbon frame and with an aluminum handle. This bail on it though, this was probably my favorite feature of this reel, just because I feel like most reels in this price range, they cheap out so much on the bail, which to me is one of the most important parts of a spin reel. And the click on this is just so good. And it's a nice quality. We've had no issues either activating it manually like I just did, or by using the cranking handle. As for the cranking handle, the EVA grip on this is super grippy. Like, I mean, I can barely move my thumb up if I'm gripping this normally. And even when it gets wet, it's just awesome. Like I said, for a reel in the 119, 120 range, like I said, this has better components on it than even some of my reels from larger manufacturers. As I said, like, this isn't really my style of fishing. However, like, I do use the drop shot. Right now I have this little 3/16 ounce pulse jig head with a little minnow. Just kind of works like a very subtle chatterbait in a way. Even with such a small jig head, this thing casts it far, even with, a 1000 size reel and such a lightweight. Granted, the day wasn't that windy. We were back in the canals on Lake Griffin. Really, that's no fault of the reel if you're trying to cast something this small into the wind. We didn't really test it out in that retrospect, but in all the applications that we would use something like this, it did fairly well. One of the things that I wish is that they had a one-piece version of this rod. That is just because typically I use all my stuff in tournaments, and having multiple joints and rods, not really my thing. But, you know, like I said, as a travel rod, which is what I've been using it for, it's absolutely amazing. I was really surprised to see that these joints actually hold really tight, and they're even marked so that you can easily line them up. But I'll leave the links down below. Like, if we look on their website, you know, they actually have quite a few different options for this rod. Like I said, they only make this reel in the 1000 size reel. Maybe in the future they may, you know, hopefully they bring something like this just in like in a 2500. But, you know, for, like I said, for what it is and what it's intended for, it's absolutely amazing. It's just not something I personally do a lot. But if they had this exact gear, just bigger to where I could, you know, do my style of fishing, I would absolutely have a bunch of these on my deck. I was actually quite surprised to see that they had a lot of extra, a lot of other stuff that they provide, like waders, tools, and all that kind of stuff. They actually have quite a little bit of everything to really satisfy a lot of your needs on the water. One thing that is really awesome is KastKing gave us a 10% discount code for you guys. Just use Brave in the discount code on checkout for 10% off. Now, just so you guys know, I have become an affiliate with KastKing. I absolutely love that their slogan is affordable innovation. And you know, like, that's one of the things that I, you know, really seek in this industry is affordable gear that is durable and innovative in itself. You know, because like when you're buying 5 of these, you know, for your tournaments and stuff, it's really important that it's at an affordable price and it's going to get the job done. So that being said, all the links down below are affiliate links. It does help us out a little bit, you know, to keep making content. But we want to take this time to once again thank KastKing for sending this out for us to review. It is a great product. I would be using this more for pan or crappie fishing rather than bass fishing, if I like on a daily basis. But if you guys are following along in the 13 Fishing Fate Black Rod giveaway, today's code word is going to be Kestrel. So make sure you leave that down in the comments. Let us know what favorite KastKing gear you guys have, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and like this video. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Now go catch a fish. Guys,
The toothless wonder.